idiot.
I don't need a mic. Everyone can hear me. Alright. So, front row person, I want you to give me a number between 1 and 10 million.
0.
6.
How ambitious is that? He could have gone all the way up to 10 million and he chooses 6. It was actually a very good decision, as you will see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See? If you'd have said 9 million, we'd have been here forever. Okay, you other front row person, now I want you to tell me one interesting thing about you.
Yeah, so I'm a psychology student.
Quite interesting. I think I can beat that.
Yeah?
My grandmother actually met Adolf Hitler.
What time?
Fascist dictators always get a laugh, right? I like the way I said Adolf Hitler. I'm sure I could have just said Hitler, and you all would have understood who I meant. No, she was an Austrian nurse in the Second World War, and she met the Führer. So who can beat that? Who's more interesting than that? None of you! Yay! Well done. So to find out how interesting you actually are, we're going to play a little game. You all know the game Guess Who?
Yeah.
It's a bit like that. So everybody, stand up, please. So, I'm gonna say things like, sit down if you've ever killed someone.
Define someone!
And all the murderers in the audience will have to sit down. Okay? So, first question. Sit down if you have taken illegal drugs this year.
Oh, good lord. Oh, dear. You can stand back up again if you're on drugs right now. I was originally going to ask, sit down if you've ever taken illegal drugs, but basically that's the game over after round 1. Next question, sit down if you've ever had sex. One second, I'm not finishing. Sit down if you've ever had sex with 2 people at the same time. Stood up. I'm sure there are lots of guys in the audience sitting down now because they really desperately want everyone to believe they've had a threesome. Next one. Sit down. Sit down if you are scared of spiders. What?
Nobody's scared of spiders. Bullshit. Everyone's scared of spiders.
That's a spider's best
They say that the cheetah is the fastest creature on Earth, and it's not true. The fastest creature on Earth is, in fact, me, whenever I get in the shower and see spiders. Next one, sit down if you've lived in Strasbourg for less than 2 years.
Bye-bye. Bye, bitch.
If you're new to Strasbourg, you probably haven't been to the Christmas markets yet. Now, the Christmas markets are quite nice, but it's cold and they're always full, so I like to recreate the Christmas market experience from the comfort of my own home by inviting round a large group of German pensioners, sticking a cup of cheap red wine in the microwave, spreading about half a gram of Nutella very thinly on a crepe, and then setting fire to a €20 note. Next, sit down if you have a tattoo in an intimate location. I didn't say stand up if you have a tattoo in an intimate location.
What's it supposed to do? Just stop sitting up.
Okay.
What does it do with this knowledge?
Next one, sit down if you've ever been arrested. Yay! Someone's been arrested! Now you have to stand up and tell everyone why you got arrested. Don't say because you killed the comedian.
Same as the first sit down thing.
You
drugs.
He was protesting in Paris, right?
Yeah.
No.
Next one, sit down if you are a vegan. This isn't actually, it's not actually part of the game. I just thought any vegans here tonight will probably be really tired from standing up for so long. Sit down if you have ever broken a bone.
Oh wow, that was...
Stand back up again. Stand up again if it was somebody else's bone.
Oh, you didn't mean this.
No. Okay, next one. Sit down if you like Ed Sheeran.
Oh god.
Do we have anyone left? Okay.
He's hiding.
I chose Ed Sheeran because basically I don't want the winner of this game to have shitty taste in music. So, you're the only one left.
That's me. No.
Ah, 2 people left, okay?
Stand up. Oh, sorry.
So, next one. Sit down if you have children.
Nope. Nope. You're the only one.
I have a 7-year-old daughter, and she was recently reading out loud to me. Daddy needed a Christmas present for Mummy, so he went shopping for whores. What is that, honey? Let me have a look. He went shopping for hours. He went shopping for a long time. Don't think Mummy would really appreciate prostitutes as a Christmas present, honey.
Sit down if you've ever slept with more than one person at once.
I think you're about 10 minutes behind everyone else. Well done for catching up very, very slowly.
Are you French?
But my daughter started asking where babies come from, and I tried to. That amuse you? I'll explain to you how it works right now, okay? And I told her that the daddy puts a seed in the mummy with his willy. You just found that out for the first time, haven't you? How does the willy make the seed, Daddy? You have to kind of move it in the right way, honey. Can you show me? Not without getting arrested, honey, no. Funnily enough, it took exactly the same amount of time to explain to my daughter how she was conceived as it did to conceive her. So, next one. Sit down if you have insomnia. Nobody? Also have a few more questions left, so fuck it, let's play it again! Yay! Everybody stand up! Come on!
Oh, shit.
Okay, next one. Sit down if you are in a long-term relationship.
Not anymore.
How long have you been together?
3 years.
That's not long. I've had arguments with my girlfriend that lasted longer than that.
That's an eternity.
I've been together with my girlfriend for 15 years.
Okay.
I'd like to point out. I'd like to point out that she's 37. I mean, I'm not Prince Andrew. So, next one. This is gonna. Half of you are gonna sit down here, I think. Sit down if you were born this century.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
If you were born this century, then half the clothes in my wardrobe are older than you. As you can probably see. Apparently, in the 13th century, the average life expectancy for men was 31 years. 31!
Do you know?
Do you want to come on stage?
Yeah, bring him up.
Well, I won't do that joke now because it's already been ruined. So next one, I think it's time to start eliminating a few people because there's far too many people standing up. And don't worry, but by eliminating, I mean making you sit down. This isn't Squid Game. So, sit down if you are French. And before a meal, French people, of course, say bon appetit. And how do English people say it? We don't, because we don't expect to enjoy our meal. If an English person says, enjoy your meal, it sounds insincere and sarcastic. It would be like saying, have a nice time at the funeral. And another thing English people living in France find hard to understand is cheek kissing. Thank God COVID came along and put an end to that bullshit. Next one, sit down if you have sworn, if you said a swear word today. You all know what swear words are? Swear words are things like shit, bastard, Boris Johnson. Okay, people who swore, what swear word did you say and what was the context? What was the reason for swearing?
I'm Spanish and I
That's
swear.
Perfect reason. And can you give some good Spanish swear words, please? That was possibly a swear word I can't speak Spanish. Fuck me, it's a lot easier to swear in English than in Spanish. Next one, sit down if you've not had a shower today. Any dirty people in the back?
Yeah, but that's nothing to do with the shower.
But there are some very dirty people, aren't there? Do you know the underwear you can get with the day of the week written on? So you have one pair for Monday, one pair for Tuesday, etc. Yeah? My Uncle John has underwear like that, but his just has the month written on it. Honestly, John changes his socks about as often as Brian May from Queen changes his hairstyle. Next one, sit down if you've ever left somebody, if you've ever dumped somebody by text message.
That's fucked up.
Nobody? Well done, you all are very high in moral fabric. I think this game's gone on a bit too long, so what we're going to do, we're going to bring it to an end. Sit down if you want to win this game.
That's her. Just fucking give it to her.
Basically, she doesn't want to win, she's a very reluctant winner. Well done! So, I think it's time for our first act tonight. Now, he's part Belgian and part French, so he's a bit like beer and wine. He's a bit like Asterix and Tintin. He's a bit like a tower over the top of Paris and a statue pissing on Brussels. So I want you to give him all your support because I know he's doing stand-up for the very first time. I remember when I did stand-up for the first time, when I lost my stand-up virginity. And it was a very important moment in my life. And it was my stand-up virginity was like my actual virginity because I was very happy, I was very proud, and I wanted to tell all my friends about it. But the audience were very disappointed because I was only on stage for 12 seconds.